Okay, hello Year 7, it's our time, or will be our time, after break, won't it? So let's just pretend it's after break. Let me prep you for the next bit. Okay, so I'm guessing you had to go at all these little beautiful little pictograms. That'd be wonderful, wouldn't it? So here's the next little bit. It's line graphs based upon time series. So Joanna weighs her puppy every week for 5 weeks. She records the data in the table. So the puppy's just been born, the puppy's 5 weeks old, and this is the mass of the puppy. And all she's doing is plotting 0 weeks, 1.5 kilos, 1 week, 2.2, and we can see the mass of the puppy is increasing over time, and it's obviously growing. Between which 2 consecutive weeks did the puppy's weight increase the most? Well, I suppose that little part, I hope you can see that, this little part right here is the steepest part of any section in the graph. So that was the biggest jump between week 3 and 4. And in fact, that's what I say, between week 3 and 4. What you can do is find the difference between these two numbers, these two numbers, these two numbers, etc. And the biggest gap shows the biggest increase over a week's period. Is that all right? So question 1, for example, we'll decide what questions we're going to do. Is that all right? So swivel it a bit. Yeah, okay, cool. Question 1. The table shows the number of points scored by a quiz team every week for 6 weeks. So 6 weeks doing quizzes. These are their points. So write the information on the graph. So we go from, don't have to go from 0 to 50 because nobody's scored below 30. So go squiggle, 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 30 to 50. And that's the first one done for you. The first week they got 45 points. The second week they got 33 points. Again, using your square books and your yellow math books, you can adjust the scale how you want to do it, make it really sort of stretch it out really wide, really tall, so you're not trying to count tiny little squares. You can't anyway in our book. So third week to go along to 3 and go up to 38, which is about here. Then for the fourth week, go up to 49, which is one little square from 50. Well, the fifth week they did badly, so 5 will be on 30, etc. You just plot it, you just join it dot to dot to dot to dot. It gives a bit of a sort of a jerky, jagged kind of look to it, but that's how time series graphs work. Time series, why? Well, the puppy's age is increasing, the number of weeks are increasing. In this question, the time from 6 in the morning to 6 in the evening, 1800 hours, time is increasing. Here's a slightly more complicated one because it's quite hard to write down 0600, 0800 and try and make it fit within a small square. So I'll let you try and organise that. Either way, you've got to copy and complete the graph data on this time series graph. Between which 2 consecutive times did the graph change the least? Well, let's have a look. The temperature is 2 degrees, 1 degree. I think we found it. Between 8 and 10 in the morning, the temperature change was just 1 degree C. And that's the one. Now that's even before we have to even plot anything. Describe how the temperature changed during the day. It increased until 12 noon and then began to decrease until 6 in the evening, or 1800 hours. The temperature was just 18 degrees. So it peaked at noon, then the temperature began to drop. Something like that, okay? So you do question 1 and question 2. Now question 3 and 4. Obviously now you're experts at plotting time series graphs. Don't go copying this rubbish out or that rubbish. What you do, just answer the questions. This is Terry buying a new car. And if you buy a new car and you know she should never buy a new car, look at the price year after year. Look at how it drops. In fact, it's not even real. In the first year you're going to drop your most and then you're going to gradually drop a bit more to very little money. So Terry buys a car for £8,000. After 8 years, the car's worth £5,000. I promise you it's worth an awful lot, a lot less than that. But anyway, just analyse that graph, answer the questions. Likewise with this one. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Yep, I also learned to read the question, hadn't I? Anyway, so there it is. It's a lovely graph, still time series, based on whole months. And you can answer those questions. Okay, so let's move on to pie charts as well, so I can combine more than one thing in a lesson, because you'd normally do more than one thing in a lesson because you're not good. Pie charts, we won't be drawing any pie charts just yet. We're just going to analyse pie charts. I'm quite sure you know how to construct them based on 360 degrees. So let's just look at question 1 of exercise 1. This is page 237. Pie chart shows information regarding the proportions of students in a class who go to different after-school clubs. So choir, art, drama. What's the most popular after-school club? Again, you haven't got to copy this, just write down drama. Everyone likes to do a bit of drama. The pie chart shows results of a survey about people's favourite ice cream flavour. Okay, what's the most popular flavour? I think chocolate just about beats vanilla. If in doubt, put your protractor on it. I can't see much difference. I think chocolate wins. And the least popular, it's not surprising, mint. I mean, who likes mint, honestly? So there it is. So we've just done 2 questions by analysing the information given in the pie chart. What do we got here? This is question 3. So Heather asked 360 people, that's a lot of people, that's a massive survey, about their favourite sandwich filling. The pie chart shows the results: jam sandwich, cheese sandwich, ham sandwich. Which is the most popular which is the most popular sandwich filling? Clearly, half the people asked like a ham sandwich. What fraction of the people, now watch this English, what fraction of the people said jam was their favourite sandwich filling? Give your answer in its simplest form. Now jam's going to be 60 degrees over 360. Can you see that? Because the whole pie is 360, so 360 degrees, and jam is 60 degrees. Let's just check. Correct. And now we're going to simplify it. Well, let's cancel by dividing top and bottom by 10. That gives us 6 out of 36. Now we can divide top and bottom by 6. So 1/6 of the people preferred jam sandwich above anything else. That's fine. Jam sandwiches are delicious, etc. How many people said cheese sandwich was their favourite sandwich thing? How many? Well, cheese sandwich is 120 degrees. Let's just write it up here. So we've got 120 degrees out of 360. This fraction said we love cheese sandwich. Cool. And it's of how many people? It's a third. You see, that's a third if you simplify it. Is that all right? It's a third. So a third of the people preferred cheese sandwich. A third of how many people? A third of 360 people. And if you divide 360 by 3, you get 120 people of that group surveyed. Is that cool? So I've just done question 1, 2 and 3 with you. You do 4, 5, 6. And then that'll be our lesson. Why? Well, we've done time series. There's things to be done. Graphs to be plotted. That'll be a bit slow. Analysing graphs will be real quick. Again, these are really quick on the pie charts. That's definitely worth doing. So I would say you do exercise 1, question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you have an Easter break, and we'll take up the teaching sessions. Hope to see you back at school, I really do. Otherwise it's going to be a real pain trying to teach remotely like this without hearing from you. Right, I'm going to load this up and then I'll put it on, show my homework. You've got to go and do it. Don't get naughty now just because you're not in front of me. You know you do it in front of me. So let me just sign that off and we're done.